Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. So recently, a new gameplay trailer for Life is Strange True Colors came out. It's actually the first 15 minutes of gameplay, and I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check out the gameplay yourself. Interesting thing about it is the gameplay trailer we had before, where Alex is in the record shop and she meets Steph and Ryan. That actually takes place after this new gameplay ends. So if you want to watch it chronologically, then I guess watch this trailer first, then head over and watch that new one. But anyways, I'm not here to talk about the previous trailer. We're here to talk about this trailer, and I'm here to talk about the things I noticed. Now, right off the bat, when you go to start a new game, you're immediately launched in. It doesn't ask you if in Life is Strange 1 did you sacrifice Chloe or Arcadia Bay, and it doesn't say did Sean and Daniel make it across the border in Life is Strange 2, yes or no. So it just puts us right into this game, which makes me think, is Deck 9 going to ignore Life is Strange and Life is Strange 2? Now, because Deck 9 only made Before the Storm, they didn't make Life is Strange 1 or 2. And Deck 9, now, since they have the publishing rights to make Life is Strange games from Square Enix, they can make whatever game they want. So I guess if they wanted to, they could ignore Life is Strange 1 and 2 completely and just focus on other entries. Because they didn't, because they've mentioned before that they weren't really interested in making sequels. They were just they weren't, if they were going to make a sequel, it'd have a number at the end. So that, for an example, Life is Strange 2 should have been about Max and Chloe. So that's why this is called Life is Strange True Colors and not Life is Strange 3, because to them it's not a sequel. So if they ever did make a sequel of this game, it would be Life is Strange True Colors 2. But anyways, let me just get back on topic here. I kind of veered off from what I was going to say. So there has been some talk about leaks of Chloe showing up in Life is Strange True Colors. But if this game doesn't let us make the choice of whether or not you chose to sacrifice Arcadia Bay or sacrifice Chloe, then that means one of two things. The first is the comic Life is Strange is canon. They've decided to go with that, and so the ending sacrificing Arcadia Bay is the canon ending, which I really hope they don't make the comic canon. I think the comic should just be its own separate thing. Or number two, they're going to ignore previous Life is Strange entries and focus on their own. Which I hope, if I have to pick one of the two, I hope it's the latter and not the former. But let me know what you think about that in the comments below. So anyways, moving on here, we see Alex reunites with her brother Gabe, and you can see that he's happy to see her, but she's not, like, I mean, she's happy, but she's not as enthusiastic as him. And in fact, this is where we get the first choice, which you're going to see. So, as Alex, you have the opportunity to hug Gabe or shake his hand. Now, I thought this was a bit weird at first when I saw it, but it actually makes a lot of sense for Alex's character, as you can tell because of her power, she's able to feel the emotions of other people, and not to mention she's a socially awkward character, as the trailers have shown us. So I think it's pretty cool. Like, I do hope we get more choices like this on whether or not to keep Alex a closed-in individual or just let her express herself, and become more open. Of course, why, I bet most of you are saying, why would you choose to keep her socially distant from Gabe and everyone else? Like, I'm not really planning to, but I mean, like, not in my first playthrough at least, but it's nice to know that we have an option, and it doesn't feel like it's weird or anything if I have more options to keep Alex socially distant and closed off from other people. You know, because it kind of, to me, just fits with the way her character's been written. And speaking of characters, let's talk about another interesting one, Mac. Now, this trailer also gave us a bit more information about him and his girlfriend Riley, which I finally know the name now. And it actually, I think I finally figured out what Mac did to make Riley angry at him and result in them breaking up, which we saw in the trailer Choices and Consequences. So Riley is actually planning to leave Haven Springs, and she's going off to college somewhere. It's not said where she's going, but she's basically filling out a form. And it also mentions that she hasn't told Mac. Now, what's interesting when you watch the trailer, right? When Mac is brought up here, you see Gabe's just like just a casual thing. But if you go and look at the trailer before, the gameplay trailer with Alex at the record store, when Ryan brings up Mac, you can see that Gabe looks a bit annoyed, like something's changed. What has happened? I don't know. I'm not sure. What I think is that Gabe's girlfriend knew, because sorry, I'm moving a bit far ahead here. What I think Mac has done is he actually has figured out that Riley is applying to go to this college, that she's planning to leave Haven Springs. And so he's done something to personally sabotage her from going to that college. Gabe's girlfriend finds out, she's told Gabe, and that's why Gabe looks irked at the record store. And Alex will somehow end up finding this out. And when you do, you get to call out Mac on his bullshit. And this results in him and Riley completely breaking up. I think that's what that is meant to be in the Choices and Consequences trailer, or the Power and Consequences trailer, whatever it was called. Now, I, of course, have no proof. Like, this is like, I guess you can say it's kind of proof. Like, I'm just making a theory based off the information we have. So, yeah, I think it'd be pretty interesting. Let me know what you all think. Do you think I'm right or wrong? And speaking of new interesting information, let's move on to that kid who we've seen in the trailer. So, the kid here, Ethan, is actually the son of Gabe's girlfriend, whose name is Charlotte, that I just remembered right now. I don't know why I was drawing the blank. So yeah, so Gabe is this kid's stepdad, or I can't remember if Gabe and Charlotte are married. I'm a bit tired right now. I was about to go to bed, and then I saw this trailer come up, so I thought I'd make a video on it. But yeah, so this actually brings up another question: who is this kid's father? And more importantly, is this kid's father one of the suspects? Now, Life is Strange 1, I gotta say, what they did with Jefferson, like, obviously he's a piece of shit, but I think the reveal of him being the mastermind in Life is Strange was done brilliantly, because it literally, like, you get hints throughout his sessions in the classroom when he's teaching. He comes up and says, I could capture any of you, I could film any of you in a dark room and catch you in a moment of despair, or I forget what the exact wording is, but that's what he does. He did that to Kate, he did that to Max, possibly Victoria, depending on whether or not he took her to the dark room. But yeah, he was the least, he was like least suspect to me when I first played the game. He was the last person I ever expected to be a criminal. So that begs the question, is the father, this kid's father, responsible for Gabe's death? Did him and Charlotte, like, is he trying to get back in Charlotte's life and sees Gabe as a threat and killed him, whether intentionally or accidentally? I don't know, I'm not sure. But let me all know what you all think in the comments, because I want to analyze this video more. I want to go over some more stuff, but For right now, this is just a quick video. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I knew I had to jump on this as soon as I can, tired as I am. I really wanted to cover it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.